Welcome to the Chicago Millionaire Radio Show. Tonight we got the credit risk specialist. She finna teach everybody how to get their act together, man, and don't blow their money. We got Tamara Johnson in here tonight. I got my man, my host in here, P.O. the Prophet. P.O. jamming on the mic. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing, man?
What it do? Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, guys. It's a beautiful day today.
I don't know about y'all, but I don't even be knowing what day it is sometimes.
Really? I do. Listen, I look at that calendar every morning.
Yo, that's Monday. That's Tuesday. I be looking at deadlines. I be like on some deadline. Like I be on the deadline time. I be like closing time, what that target date is. I don't know. My mind is a little different because I do real estate. Tamara Johnson, welcome to the Chicago Millionaire Radio Show. What's going on with it, though?
Yeah, thank you guys for having me so I can educate you guys on credit. Yes, thank you for this opportunity.
Most definitely.
I want to go in here.
Nice to meet you.
Let me make sure my stream is public. I always have to go do this, man. Facebook, immediately when you go live on there, they be wanting, do you want everybody to see it or your friends? You know, so I respect them for holding my privacy. Thank Facebook. I want everybody to see this one, though.
Yes, so, they want to make sure.
That's right. So I did to tag everybody. So Tamara, just talk a little bit about right now. So where you from? So where you originally from?
So I am from Inglewood, Chicago.
Hello, Eagle.
That's what's up. Represent.
Yes. Represent. Then I moved to the Wild Hunteds. Then I moved to Harvey. So yeah, I'm from the trenches.
We gotta give it a try. Oh, hello.
You got somebody in the trenches with us, Bobby?
There we go. Yes.
Bro, are you kidding me?
Listen, a lot of us don't make it out, but I made it out.
Man, we excited about this interview because we don't have a lot of people, man. Financial literacy is not taught in our community.
And it's important.
And in our credit, right?
Yes.
So tell us, what made you get into it? What made you get involved in credit repair?
My credit was trash. I had a good job. I was making 6 figures, but I couldn't get approved for nothing. Nothing. Wow. I didn't know anything about credit. All I knew was at the age of 18, these companies gave me 5 credit cards with a $300 limit or $500 limit and told me I could spend it and pay them $25 a month. And
you blew it.
Exactly that. I did exactly that.
Set you up.
Yes. So I maxed all my cards out. I end up having to get another car because my car broke down. And I walked in confident that I was gonna get another car. But then they looked at me, they was like, sister, we gotta do better. So I decided that I was just gonna take that journey and fix my credit. Yeah.
Wow.
And I end up having I owed everybody. Okay. I owed everybody. So I end up having to file bankruptcy. And after my bankruptcy, I still couldn't get approved for anything until I met somebody who was actually my mentor, and he told me about credit repair. And that's actually something that I would have known prior to me filing bankruptcy, because I don't believe in bankruptcy, not when there's these loopholes that we can find, right?
Right. That's what I want to stop you at. The loopholes. It's what we don't know that hurt us, right?
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. So there's an interview that Donald Trump did a while back. I don't remember what year it was. And they were asking him, well, how you make all this money, but you don't pay taxes?
Right.
And he said, you got to find those loopholes. He said it's a loophole in everything.
I remember that.
Yes. So that's what credit repair comes in. You know, we tell people all the time, stop paying those collections. That's what's bringing your score down. You paying those collections. But what people don't actually realize is
don't pay the collections? No.
Why? Did you sign a contract with that collection company? Nope.
True.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-mm.
So don't pay the collection company.
No. Why? Your contract is not with them. So this is what I tell most of my clients. Okay. Let's say you owe Capital One, right?
Right.
Capital One, you put in your information, you get approved for $1,000. Let's say you fall on financial difficulties and you can't pay Capital One. So now you got Midland Collection Company buying your debt from Capital One. You owe Capital One $1,000, but they bought your debt for probably $200.
Oh.
Now Midland calling you saying, "Hey, you owe us $1,000. Your contract wasn't with Midland,
Right. Oh.
so why you paying Midland?"
Oh, so you telling me once your debt is gone from one company to the next, don't touch it no more.
Don't touch it no more. No.
Oh.
No.
It ain't yours no more.
That's how these collection companies are making their money. They're making their money off of us because we are less educated on the whole process. You know, so you don't pay those collection companies because you don't owe them. They don't have a legal obligation to take money from you. And that's what brings our credit down is those collections. So we those because you don't owe them, right?
Right.
Oh.
We find those loopholes to remove those negative items off of your credit report to increase your scores, right?
I need to holler at you. I got something on there. They done sent it to somebody else. I can't give it to them.
And then those companies are writing off that debt. Right. So when they file their taxes the following year, they're writing off that debt.
They ain't even thinking about me.
They not thinking about you no more. They just sold you over to Midland or whatever collection company. They forgot about you. No.
I saw somebody else say that. That's man. Tamara, I tell you, man, that is information for the ages because home ownership lies in that.
Yes.
You are that close to home ownership. Tell me, what are you able to do for homeowners, man, within this time span? If somebody's credit is 500, depending on what's on there. How do you build your credit? What's the best way to build it?
So first and foremost, you need to schedule a consultation, right?
Okay.
So with that consultation, we kind of do a deep dive into all 3 credit bureaus. Now, what people don't understand, there's more than 3 credit bureaus out here. But the major 3 credit bureaus is Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion.
Okay.
For home ownership, your credit score has to be at a 580.
Right.
Now,
that's easy.
Minimum.
That's a minimum.
That's easy.
You got to think about it. The lower your score, the higher interest rates you're going to be, right?
Right.
So once we schedule that consultation, then we do a deep dive on there. We looking at what's negative. You know, we looking at collections. We looking at charge-offs. We looking at late payments. Do you know if you miss one late payment on there and you're on time consecutively after that, that late payment can be removed too.
Oh.
They can't really prove that you were late. This is the major company.
Right.
They can't really prove that. So those late payments can be erased off your credit report as well. So we try to, alleviate those negative items, those derogatory remarks, those late payments to increase your score. One collection being removed off your credit report can increase your credit score by 25 points.
25 points is big. I know that.
Yeah, it could be a difference from a high interest rate to a higher interest rate.
Exactly.
Right. Oh, Lord, right.
Really? Yeah.
So that's what we look for.
Why is it that, and you know what, I'm going to ask you a question that may be a little biased.
Okay.
But African Americans, we are limited in our accredited knowledge base. I'm hearing music and I'm hearing me talk. So y'all hear the music?
I do.
Yeah, I got that's me.
Okay. So,
radio show, baby. Bump that radio, motherfucker. Go ahead.
All right. So Tamara, you feel me? So what do you say to that?
We only limit ourselves based off our mindset. It's really based off where you grew up at, Sue. We're not educated. In the African American community, we're not educated on credit at all. I remember my friend mother told me, credit is the devil. Those credit cards is the devil. You putting yourself in debt. Why are you getting it? And then at the time I grew up, cash was king.
Right.
But you got to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Houses back then was probably $50,000, $70,000. That house that people bought back then probably $200,000, $300,000.
You damn right.
Have gone up. So who has
Especially since the pandemic?
Yes. So who has $200,000, $300,000 laying around under their mattress, like our grandparents used to do?
Right.
No, not at all. So that's why I tell people to fix your credit and stop using your debit card. Use your credit. These companies are actually paying you to use your credit cards with the cash rewards. At the end of each year, around Christmas times, I got $800 in my cash rewards.
Wow.
What could you do with $800? That's my car note.
That's Christmas gift right there. That's Christmas out the way.
Right now.
Yes. My other cards, I fly for free. I get free flights. You know how much flights are right now?
Yes.
$500. Let me book a trip last minute. It's probably gonna be $800.
Easy.
Exactly. So why don't we take advantage of what's free now?
Why don't they teach us this in school?
You know what? I have no idea. But my principal in high school is now, he sits on the board. I reached out to him and was like, listen, can y'all put this somewhere?
It's gotta get into the school system.
It definitely does. It definitely does. But don't nobody know. I mean, we don't educate our kids. My daughter is 10 years old, and I just added her to my credit cards. So when she turns 18, guess what? She gonna have a 800 credit score. She can do whatever she want to do. What's your question?
Have you thought about teaching credit classes?
That is actually something that's in the works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So me and a few of my mentors, we're actually going to start doing it monthly. But we do have trainings every week. We do have weekly webinars where we have people jump on just to get a little bit more educated about the credit process. But those are just webinars. I want to expand it. I want to actually be live in front of a bunch of people, like rent a room out or something. Yeah.
I think it's very much needed. It's very much needed, especially for our people. So, me, I want to try to help bring about a positive change in our whole culture and everything.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to be throwing stuff out there. I'm going to ask people, to teach something or whatever the case is. But I think it's definitely needed, and we would definitely love to have your hands in this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, man.
Absolutely. But a lot of us are actually, we're fearful because, for number one, people are afraid to be denied. People are really afraid to go inside of a bank. If we go inside of a bank and ask for a $10,000 loan, what you think they're going to tell us?
We don't even know how to fill out that application. They get to ask for assets and all of that. You be like, I don't even got nothing. No IRAs, no nothing.
Yes. It's so much free. It's free money out here. It's loans out here to fund your business. It's credit cards out here that gives you money, that cash back, free flights, all type of stuff. It's a lot of different programs out here that African Americans don't even know about. So if I have a client on the phone and they're talking to me about credit, we're on the phone talking about credit, business, because we have so many different ideas that we just sit on.
Right.
Go.
It was some. I heard. I was listening to a preacher say that the other day on they was preaching, and they said so many people sitting in the cemetery right now with so many great ideas.
Oh yeah.
They just sat on it and didn't share with the world.
Yep.
I admire what you're doing. I think that Black people, man, we just think that we are not able to have anything.
Oh yeah.
Because we were bucked. And I think it comes from slavery days. Remember, they would only let one person out. So when we see one person at the top, we think that that's all that's allowable. Right? Can you speak to that?
you know what we think? We also think that it's luck. You know, they don't know that process, but that same process that person took, you can take as well. You just have to at least open your mind and just educate yourself on that process. You know, because for me, I take people to the top with me. I don't want nobody to struggle, and I don't loan out no money to more than $20. So, but I'm gonna educate you.
I'm gonna hit your ride. I'm hitching the ride.
Yes, I'm gonna help you to the best of my ability. We're gonna get your credit fixed. We're gonna get you approved for that $20,000 credit card. So when you do fall on hard times, you got something to back up on. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And that's it. That's it. I think it's just people just being fearful of change, number one, or fearful of the word no.
That's number one. That's number one. I think that's what I think no is number one.
Yeah.
That fear of not being able to have what you want, because growing up as a child, we so spoiled.
We spoil.
Right? Until adulthood, that word no is a shock.
Yes.
What the hell is that?
You said no?
Man, I gotta actually work for this shit.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Where did that come from for you and your family? I'm sorry. Go ahead, P.O.
No, I was just going to ask her to make sure she mentioned the name of her business again and how the people can contact them.
Okay, so my business is called Tamara Financial Services. I do have a phone number. Hopefully people can hear it and write it down, but it's 219-501-6200. My Instagram is _officially Tamara.
Got it.
So
folks need that. Go ahead, Bob.
So I just want to know, where did that grind come from? Like Inglewood? Did it come from Inglewood? How long was you in Inglewood? A young lady from Inglewood, and people underestimate it's jewels that come out of them.
Oh yes, hidden. We
hidden. But like even the family, like we grew up in the hundreds and all that. Like even the family, they don't understand. Them families out there, we've been together forever. Don't come out there playing with us. Don't play with us. Talk about your upbringing through there.
Yeah.
Through that.
So I am the third oldest of 9 children. So I was the nurturer. Okay, I had to take care of my siblings. My mom was working at a mental health facility from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. So I had to cook, clean, help with homework, do laundry, get them in bed. You know, before mom got home, she used to help us get them dressed and take them to school. And because I'm the third oldest of 9 children, my mom, I mean, it's just one parent. I was in a one-parent household. My father really wasn't there to support. And so I never went hungry. You know, we always had clothes and shoes on our back, but I wanted more. I wanted the Jordans. I wanted the designer and stuff that was coming out. My mama couldn't get it. You know, we used to wear, what was that? Pro Wings, Payless. You know, them Kmart clothes.
Thanks God for Payless.
Yes. So as I got older, I wanted more for myself. You know, my mom never owned a home. She owned a home now because she's educated on it now. But back then, we lived in a 3-4 bedroom apartment. And then I visit my friends, and they in this big, gigantic house. It could have been a 1-story house, but to me, it was gigantic, okay? They had a basement. I ain't had a basement. I didn't even know what a basement looked like, okay? So as I got older and I'm starting seeing these big houses and I'm driving my car and I'm going to these different neighborhoods, I wanted the same thing because I didn't know anything outside of Inglewood, you know? I didn't know that. And so that's where my drive came from. I just wanted more out of life. I wanted that change. You know, I have a 10-year-old daughter. I did not want to raise her in poverty. I did not want her to be asking anybody for anything and they tell her no, because you can't tell me no.
We don't like it. The way that we heard, the word I learned, the word no was the other way around. It's on.
Yes. So I wanted to spoil my baby. My mama couldn't spoil me. She couldn't.
But she spoiled you to the best of her ability.
She definitely did. My mother
She
raised
kept
me.
y'all together, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So that's that,
Absolutely.
man. Back then, man, we wasn't letting families go over here and live with it. I mean, we could go live with cousins and stuff, but you weren't going to the system.
Right. No.
You know?
No. She kept us together. She
You
definitely
know,
kept us
so
together. So I just wanted more out of life. I wanted to be able to do what I wanted to do. If I wanted to go on Michigan Avenue, I wanted to go on Michigan Avenue. It's versus going on 63rd and Halsted. I don't know
and
if
they
y'all
had
I
the
used to
folks
shop
bucks.
there.
Yeah.
Pop right. And they
I
had
used
the
to shop
folks
over
bucks.
there.
They had the blue folks bucks with the tassel in the back. All the GDs
Oh,
used to go
man.
get them
You
joints
said
over there.
Yeah, so that's what my drive came from. I did it.
Man.
I'm doing this for my baby, and I'm creating a legacy for her too. You
Amen.
know, it's so many people out here
Amen.
passing away, and we pass on the collection plate like we at church. No,
True,
I want to build a
true.
legacy for my daughter, not only for my daughter, for my grandkids as well.
That's right. That's right.
So that's where my drive came from. My upbringing is what turned everything around. I didn't want to be a victim of my circumstances or where I came from.
And you know that
Okay.
the same thing that we come from is the same thing that drives us.
Oh, absolutely.
Because we love where we came from, no question.
Yeah.
We just don't want to stay there.
Not me.
I'll pull up on y'all, but man, I don't know how y'all feel out here.
It's a hey, what's going on? How's life? Let me go on back on.
Over chill.
Right.
I'll be so
So,
tired.
Tamara,
Go ahead.
so let me ask you, so how long is this credit process? Well, I know does it depend on your credit score, or you can go from, okay, depends on your credit score, but usually how long does it take to get you in a position where you can start doing something?
Right. So it actually depends on what is on your credit reports. Sometimes you have old personal information on there, meaning addresses, right? Your debt is usually attached to an old address. So what we need to do is remove that address. The address can be removed in 7 to 2 weeks. And when you have so many inaccurate personal information on there, like addresses and stuff, that increase when you remove that stuff, that increases your score like 10 to 15 points.
What?
Absolutely. You're only supposed to have one address on your credit report.
Ooh,
if you have all those old addresses on your credit report, those addresses are not supposed to be there because it's not deliverable to you. So they're going to send your mail to somewhere else? No. No. So credit, to answer your question, credit repair can take 14 days. It can take 6 months. It can take 8 months. It really just depends on what's on there.
Okay, got another question. So as far as the addresses goes, now just say for instance that you had a good car loan at an old address. If you have that removed, wouldn't that affect your credit? Because then it will remove something that was tied to a good what you call it, a good trade.
Right.
So you saying you really would have to just remove the addresses that you don't have anything good tied to, I guess, right?
Exactly.
More.
And you can still, it doesn't matter if you have a positive account still attached to that old address. That positive account, by you removing that address, does not mean that you need to remove that positive account. That can stay on. So you still have that old car loan, because 30% of your score is the credit mix of what's on your actual credit report. So if that's positive, we don't remove those. So that ties into just doing that deep dive into your all 3 credit bureaus to see what's hurting it and what's good. That old car loan is good. You remove that, you dropping points. We don't want to drop points. We want to increase the points.
Right.
And that's how we're able to remove those negative items, because if that negative item is attached to an old address on there, if we remove that old address, that ain't mine.
Let me ask you this.
On my credit report no more. So that account not mine no more.
You said something about account mix. What is that?
So account mix, that can be your mortgage, that can be a loan, that can be a personal loan, an auto loan, credit cards, revolving debt. That's what a credit mixture is. Most of these lenders look at your credit report to see how responsible are you. They want to know, are you capable of handling a mortgage and a car note at the same time? Are you capable of having to keep up with your credit cards and stuff like that? So the credit mix is everything that's on your credit report that companies have loaned you money for.
Okay, because I just pulled my credit up and I was just looking at what they were saying.
Let's see that score.
You want me to
We got a client.
Hey, look. Hey, I remember though, for real, I had somebody, and I'm going to tell you, my credit was like damn near 800. But what messed up, because my businesses got so much to do with contact during the COVID, I hit a tough spell. I ain't going to lie about that. I hit a tough spell at that time when doing, because real estate, come on, man, let's move. You can move around. And then the PPP loans, I didn't have 10 people working for me. So I wasn't able to get the max PPP.
Oh, so you didn't scam like everybody else did?
No, I didn't. I want to stay out here. I want to stay out here.
I wish I did. Because then nobody go to jail.
Shit,
man. Some are paying it back though. Some are paying it back though. I say that, yeah.
Man,
the people I know that did it, they still out and they still big.
Man.
They still begging like
one more time and let me try this time. Well, they denied me 3 times. I tried to get a PPP. They denied me 3 times.
Man, I'm good. I'm glad they denied me. I can't do not one day of them people's time. I'm sorry.
Hey, Bob, we did at least try though, did we? We did try.
I can't say I tried. Somebody was like, hey man, you want to do this? And they was like, man, I could do it for you. So I let somebody do it, but they couldn't do it. But then when I went in and did it myself, based off of, I just put in supplies for my job. They gave me a little check for like $4,800 for office supplies. I took it. I was like, okay.
Hey, shit.
Oh, something better than nothing.
When I was actually at the park. I was at the park barbecue and shooting ball when that came through. I looked up like $4,800. What the hell?
Right.
I was like, oh, I take this.
It's that go.
Hey, boy, $4,800 for popping your account out of nowhere. You gonna take it? I don't care how much money you had in there. It made it breathe a little more. Hey, but man, I tell you what, I want to get more involved with this, man, and I want it to be one of those things we can go out and talk to our schools and talk to the kids about.
Absolutely.
That's what we need to do.
Because we really don't understand that we are setting kids up for failure.
Yeah.
I failed. I have to admit, I failed.
I did too.
I had those credit cards and I maxed them all out. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know. All I knew was pay $25, and I paid $25.
But you know, and I hate to squawk about it, but there was really no real black wealth in America like that. Especially when it trickled down to, I don't know about y'all family, but when it got down to my family, there was nobody that had money. Nobody in my family had money. And my family's eyes, I'm the first motherfucker doing anything. You know, like to them, I'm like the rock star of this shit. Little do they know, if I tapped out, it's over. So we just doing it, man, to try to build our legacy, right? Because we that generation that's trying to bridge the gap for the next generation that look up when our time passed and look at us on these shows and be like, look at Granny, look at Grandpa, and when they was young and now they older and they have an obligation to continue to push this agenda forward. And that's what my whole legacy is about when I do these podcasts. Whenever I put stuff out here, if you see me doing TikToks or whatever, I'm trying to leave a legacy for my young kids and they kids when they come around and see their granddaddy, like, look how granddaddy was on here and doing that and giving them something to inspire them instead of seeing what you hear about with our black people struggling and all of that. Right? Shouldn't we give them something to be inspired by, y'all?
Absolutely.
Definitely. Definitely.
Absolutely.
So with the credit thing, that's number one. That changes wealth and families.
Mm-hmm.
Pop, you know I could talk all day, man. You better hop in anytime you're ready, man, because I
Oh, no, go ahead. Y'all sound good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I believe like you said, the first step is credit repair. And then you have a real estate. I mean, you buy a house. Sarah Jake Roberts, I listen to her podcast all the time. She said at the age 24, 26, something like that, she bought a house. She bought a house for $250,000. She sold that house 3 years later and got a $60,000 profit. She said that she was just out the blue, decided that she was going to look up that house today. Sarah Jake Roberts, I think she's about 36 now. That house is worth $600,000 now.
Wow, she should have held on to it for a little longer, huh?
Yes.
Should have really cashed out.
Hey, but when you be needing that bread, though, needing that money,
and
that little 20 racks be looking good.
But still, she profits $60,000.
Right, yeah.
But had she not had her credit together at that time, what would she be? What that $60,000 wouldn't exist.
That's right.
So that's why I tell people all the time, utilize that credit. Utilize that credit.
Credit is king.
Cash is not king anymore.
Credit is king.
Right, because the value of the dollar is virtually becoming nothing. And they starting this new currency with all these other countries. So the dollar is really crashing like really, really fast. And people don't see it, you know.
That's true.
You know, they always they gonna always try to change the game up. It's important for us to continue to deliver the message, right? And the message has to be willing to be accepted by the masses. And a lot of people will sit back and wait for stuff to happen. And us three, we are proactive.
Imagine keep waiting.
Right.
How long you gonna wait?
How you gonna wait?
How long you gonna wait?
And I think that's what hurts most people. They become complacent, the level of complacency. Because it's hard work to get up and get out here and do stuff every day to try to achieve. It's not easy.
It's not.
People don't know, man. There are times, man, when you have to literally come in your house and sit your phone down and don't talk to nobody.
You need that mental break. I sit in my car. Before I come in the house, I sit in my car for 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like I need a reset.
You have to.
Yeah. Decompress. Yep. Definitely.
You get to a point where people just call you. I had to set limits with people. And I know people probably watching this. And one thing I love about this is like, it might be nobody really watching the whole time right now. Might be watching, but tomorrow it'll be about 300-400 people, or 4 or 5 days it'll be 1,000 people. But they gonna end up watching it. And one thing I want all my clients to know is, don't call me before 9 or after 5.
Don't call you before 9 a.m.
or after 5. I have to set boundaries. I have to set boundaries, man.
I probably need to change mine. Mine is don't call me before 7 a.m. and after 9 p.m.
I had to set boundaries because, man, after doing real estate for 21 years, people will call you all day long. And I love my clientele, but I have to let them know that I do have a life for myself.
You do. Absolutely.
And I need them to know that I have to get in the shower in the morning and wake up. And if you're calling me at 7 a.m. and all that, I can't get in my car and get to where I need to get to help service you.
True. Are you there? You have to have don't talk to me until I have my coffee.
Yeah, but my coffee is getting up in the morning and getting going. So go ahead, Pop, man. You feel me? You see what I'm saying? Because you pick your phone up and get to answering messages, you will never get out the door.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Man.
But I work from home, so.
Me too, but I understand also in that I need time to be able to get myself together in the morning.
True.
Because if I pick that phone up at 7 a.m., I'm servicing these motherfuckers. So I'll tell you. Excuse me today. I love y'all. I ain't gonna call y'all that.
No, you right.
I need me some dad.
That's true.
Shoot.
I talk to clients all day long. My consultations, I do at least about 8 to 10 consultations a day.
Yes.
30 minutes, sometimes 45 minutes if I don't have an appointment right after. People tell me their life story.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling bad.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes that life story be sad. I'm shedding tears on the phone.
More often than not. More often than not.
I'm
That's
like,
why
oh
I say,
man, I feel bad. Now let me see what I could do, you know? So
we are not miracle workers. We can only work with what you have. And what you have
basically
just ain't enough.
Yeah.
And that's
what it don't have that patience. They don't have that patience. They don't even know what boundaries is.
I'm telling you.
So Tamara, is quick question. Is there a set price for your fees? Is there a consultation price? And after the consultation, is there is there like a set price, or it all depends on your state of credit at the time? Or do you have like one set program price or what have you?
Yes. So my consultations are $1.
$1 consultation. I'm gonna book you.
$1?
$1.
Nah, we gotta change that.
No, listen.
We gotta change that.
Consultation is $1. And we actually, that $1 is actually to pull up your credit report. $1 gives me access to all 3 credit bureaus, and we're going over what's on your credit report.
Wow.
After we finish, there's 2 programs that I offer. I have a DIY software for $199 for $200 pretty much. And that is teaching you how to repair your own credit. Because I know, and you guys probably know, it's so many people out here doing credit repair. And it's so many people out here scamming people. Yeah. It's so many people out here overcharging for credit repair.
Yeah.
So I give them that option where I can show you actually how to fix your credit yourself, because you don't really have to pay nobody to do it. If you have the time to actually do it, this system has videos where they're showing you how to do this yourself. And it has the same turnaround time as an actual credit repair specialist doing it for you. So if you have the time to do it.
I think that's the thing.
Wow, we need to set up a class for that.
Yes. And then the second program is a done for you money back guarantee after 180 days. If we can't help you, we give you all your money back. And that's $240 and $89 a month.
Wow.
If that's not cheap, I don't know what to say.
But that sounds like that's gonna bring Neiman Marcus results.
Oh, absolutely.
You feel me? You feel me? Like when you hands on.
Y'all sound choppy over there? It's just me.
Nah, I hear her with great clarity.
Okay. I see what's going on. So y'all hold on for me.
I hear you too with great clarity. Pop, I hear you with great clarity.
Think I lost y'all for a minute on the radio. Should be back. Say something for me.
What's going on? Yeah, Tamara, man, I'm telling you, man, this is very informative, but we just can't do this one time. We got to do this like every other week. If you have time, every other week to just hop on and talk about, okay, if you're trying to buy a car or if you're trying to buy a house, this is what you need to do. And just have some fun with it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because fun's going to bring fun. You see what I'm saying? People don't understand that. Well, operate.
You can't sit around being broke all day long.
No. And
how we gonna win? We gotta win.
Be right back, y'all.
If we get 2 clients off of it, if we get 2-3 clients off of it, you win. And it builds, man.
That's true.
It builds, man. But Pop, man, I tell you what, we've been on, man. We had a good time. Tamara, would you be interested in coming on in another week or so?
Absolutely.
And hopping on, and let's just build off of this. We started with how to repair. Then we'll talk about home ownership, how you can help people become homeowners through your credit. So we'll do this in another week, week and a half from today, if you have availability, if you're fine with that. Pop, I know
Tuesdays is good for me.
Tuesdays is perfect. We can do it at this time. I don't have a problem with that, but I enjoyed what you was able to deliver. Pop, anything else you got, big baby?
No, man, that's it, man. We good.
Money
I
ain't the
appreciate
thing.
it, though.
All right, guys.
Thank you very much, Tamara,
for having me.
Hey, Tamara,
Thank you
man.
very much.
Hey, in 2 weeks, meet us back here, same bat channel, bat time. We on the Chicago Millionaire Radio Show. Bump that radio. Tamara, my man P.O. the Prophet, your boy Robert Bobby Reed. We up out of here. Peace.